We also have the privilege today to have our police commissioner, General Otola, with us, and you are welcome to address Congress. It's really a privilege to have our General here. You're welcome to come forward and address, also introduce the agricultural sector, and with your initiative to have here on Congress. Very welcome. Thank you so much.
To the Premier of the Province, MEC, the President of Agri Northern Cape, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me just first start by saying Agri Northern Cape is going to cost me my job. I'm not allowed to speak after the Premier. My job is on the line. Thank you, Premier. Premier, I've been working with Agri Northern Cape since I arrived in the province. I was in a fortunate position to be heading the detectives in the province, and I had the stock theft units that were working under me as a provincial head. And when I was the DPC for crime detection, I was still working with them, and I think as a PC, I'm still going to work with them. Mr. Scott knows my door is always open, we can always talk. I'm just going to say a few words because the Premier has covered a lot of ground. All I'm going to say is that our doors are open. We are still here to work with the farmers. Premier, is very nice to work with the farmers because when they scream, they are also there. They don't scream and leave us alone. They are also there with us. Sometimes they are in front of us. And we always know that we can always count on them. They hold our hands, especially in terms of the farming, because they know some of us don't even know anything about stock and stuff, but they are with us. We had challenges. We had the provincial head that passed away last year already, so we didn't have a guardian really for this environment, but we had the provincial commander. I can say now, Premier, the posts are out. We are sitting with the provincial head for serious and violent crime now in the place of Brigadier Dick that used to work with you. We are sitting with the provincial head for crime prevention that is also responsible for rural safety. By tomorrow, we'll be finishing those posts. So by the beginning of September, we will have both provincial heads in place that are going to be appointed. And my post where I was as the DPC crime detection is also going to be out for advert because it's currently vacant, but there's somebody taking care of the things there. There's only two messages that I need us to discuss today, actually to take back home. We are having a challenge as a province as the employment of illegal immigrants. And part of them is the seasonal workers, they're also part of that. The challenge there is that when they get involved in crime, it's not easy to trace them. You don't know where to look for them. The last address that we'll know is the address of the farm where they were working, which creates a serious challenge. We need to look into that because we have found in most of our cases, especially the farm attacks, there's always an immigrant there. And when you look at the background of the immigrant, of the worker, is an immigrant. I'm not against the appointment of people from the other countries as long as they're legally in the country, as long as we're able to find them when we're looking for them. The other issue, the seasonal workers that are coming from outside the Northern Cape, let's make sure that we know their addresses, we know where to get them, when we're supposed to look for them, because that is another challenge. Sometimes they come as the perpetrators, sometimes they come as victims of crime. Now, when they finish with a period of working and we're still carrying their case that we must finalize, we cannot find the complainant because the complainant has gone home and we don't know where the home is. So I think we need to keep those records as the farming community. Premier, we had a rural safety summit in Free State, I think it was in July if I'm not mistaken. We took resolutions in that summit that each province must hold its own summit. We were there with the Minister of Police and the farmers, they were there. We made resolutions there how we are going to work going forward, and we took an agreement that the Northern Cape will have their own rural summit in October. We just don't have the date currently exactly, but in October we'll have our Rural Safety Summit that is going to include also the traditional leaders, because we said we cannot say this is rural if we're only focusing on farmers and we forget the traditional leaders, because in terms of our policing, when we're talking rural safety, we're talking the farmers, we're talking the villages, we're talking everybody that is affected there. Those are things that I needed just to highlight. And Premier, in the province, we have 7 stock theft units, which is far less than what is supposed to be, because we used to have 16 clusters which were compressed to 5 districts. But now when you look at the units that we have in terms of investigation of stock theft cases, they are hardly struggling to cover the whole province. We are looking at beefing up the stations to have people that are trained, minimum training on stock theft, but they'll be at the station, because the 7 units do not cover really the response time. Because you find a unit is situated in Kimberley and the investigation is in Douglas. So we are trying to address that by capacitating the station themselves, the detective environment, so that at least we have first responders at the station before the unit comes in. Premier, we have a very good working relationship with Agri Northern Cape. I'm not going to complain. And when there's issues, they will come to us, they knock at our doors, we deal with those issues. In those words, I just want to say thank you for the working together, and thank you for having me here today.
This is our provincial commissioner, General Otola. Thank you so much for addressing Congress. General, we are very concerned about police stations that don't have the ability to stay open 24 hours a day. I know that you have limitations. I also know that you're addressing the issue, but I just want to mention this one issue, that it's really unfortunate that this is the case, that you have challenges keeping all the police stations open 24 hours a day. And thank you for your attention in this regard, to see what is the plans that can be made. Thank you that your door is open for Agri Northern Cape. Thank you that you're allowing our safety structures to meet on a regular basis, and that the information can flow, so that we also in our structures can assist the police service in the safety of our rural areas. This is a good working relationship, and I just want to improve on that.